we as Israelite men, the men of the elect, we got to get ready to fight what they call that, through that martial law and escape from this damn devil. Because he already has his process. He already has his Rex 84. Right? You drop that out.
It's a little bit more that pertains to it.
49.
It's verse 19. It says, the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress even unto the horse bridle, but the space of by the space of 1,600 furlongs. So them angels and the angels, as well as the ICBM missiles, man, the nukes, is gonna cause devastation and destruction. It's gonna press that wine, those grapes in that wine press, man.
Right.
You know.
Right. Go give me what y'all got something real quick.
Jeremiah 49.
7. Yeah. I got it right here. Oh yeah, he said, brother, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, hold on that first.
It's gonna just be the same thing.
God, this is back in Isaiah 63 and 2. It says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garment like him that treadeth the wine in wine fight. So we just read about it in Revelation 14.
Right.
You know that the angel of the Lord is gonna come in to thrust those that circle in the reap, man.
Right. And that's gonna be the blood that Yahweh Shai is gonna trample these niggas when he gonna get down and get busy himself, man. When he get, hey, the time is gonna come that Yahweh Shai is gonna share in this, man. He gonna be right there. You be like, you be like Yahweh Shai, right here, right next to you, bro. Like he like, hey, look, we got work to do right now. You know, just get busy. And this blood, his garment gonna be blood red in this apparel. That's from the blood of you damn. All the blood of you damn devils that's out that destroyed us. Even that ones that pierced them, man. It's gonna be that time, man. Soon enough, we're gonna be sitting there in the Lord's, hopefully we those men know the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Standing strong, man. We're gonna be that great army. Go ahead, bro.
This is verse 3. It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury. Yep. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. Right. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeem is come. Right,
so he's waiting for this day. And he's sitting, the Yahweh Shai sitting and waiting for this day, because what he did, what happened to him, didn't feel good, man. It didn't feel good to see his people go into that damn peril that they went into. But we had to for the sake of the prophecies. And the things that's going to happen to these damn devils and the damn other nations is going to be subjection under rulership under the children of Israel.
That's right.
It's going to be a big turnaround. That's why the scripture said the saints shall take the kingdom. Man.
That's right.
It's going to be blood and slaughter. Yahweh Shai going to be dripping in blood, man. The men of the Lord going to be dripping in blood, man.
Because it was
gonna dance in the blood of the women.
That's right. It was taken away from us, man. It was taken away from us through violence. It was taken away from us by the sword. So why in the hell you think that you're gonna get it back just by peacefulness, man? Our peace is gonna be bringing that blade to Esau's neck, man.
It's gonna be free, and it's gonna be to their neck.
And the scripture says, "Wait ye upon me," Zephaniah 3 and 8. So we gotta wait on the Lord, you know, before we can do anything. We can't just rise up to these crackers and think that we're gonna fight a battle against them. Their blessing is a sword. That's the reason why we need Yahweh Shai. We need the angels, man. So when the angels of the Lord come back, when Yahweh Shai, the angels of the Lord come back, then that's when we're gonna get busy, man. And because the scripture tells you, I want to say it's Isaiah 59 and 19, somewhere around there, it says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, then the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And so the Lord's going to bless his men with spiritual powers. That's how we're going to be turned into that sharp threshing instrument, man. And we'll be able to run through these devils, man, with great power, man, destroying them and taking them down. And not only them, some of ours as well, man, because they're the wicked. And that's the reason why the scripture says in 1 Peter 4:17 that judgment shall begin at the house of the Lord, man.
Bring that 49 out, bro. Yep.
This is Jeremiah chapter 49, starting at verse 7.
Oh, Esau.
Concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh Bashum Yahushai of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him.
Right. Hey, the calamity, he said he's going to bring the calamity. He said he's going to bring the calamity of Esau upon him. Now, what's the calamity? What's the calamity? First of all, his stock market is going to crash. That's a peril in itself. When America cannot, when that dollar be super hyperinflation, then come in that chip and that martial law.
And these countries ain't sending their goods over here.
Right.
I was looking into the basically the history of how the petrodollar came into existence. There was a war being fought between Israel and Saudi Arabia. It's called the Yom Kippur War. Go and look it up. And basically what happened was America stepped in, you know, to basically be the mediator of the whole situation that was going on. And basically what happened was that Saudi Arabia, for the intervention of America and for America protecting their oil fields and also supplying them with military weapons, they allowed them to establish the petrodollar, to where the American currency was the currency to be used to buy and sell oil throughout the world, because the Saudi Arabia is the leading producer in oil around the world, man. So all of the countries pretty much go to Saudi Arabia to buy the oil. So what that did was that made it to where nations had to ship their goods to America, and to sell their goods to America, sell their goods, their physical goods to America in order to get the American dollar to buy oil, because you need oil to power your economy, to build your country. You need it for energy. So that's the reason why all of these countries ship their goods here. But what do we see? We see countries like Russia, China, and other countries that are under them. They're stopping from using the American dollar. So what's going to happen is they're going to end up fighting a war against America in World War III, and there's not going to be any goods from those countries being shipped to America, which America is wholly reliant on all of those nations shipping their goods to America, man. Right. So when they're at war, they're not shipping their goods here no more, which means what? There's going to be a famine. You know, there's going to be a famine of water, there's going to be a famine of food, and there's going to be a famine of the word.
Right. Right. And they're so wicked. Americans are so wicked. They put laws up that you cannot grow your own food. You cannot basically have your own well, everything, your own car. When it all goes down, it's gonna be peril. They want to starve you out. No. Yeah, kind of. And you know, some people have barrels that collect rainwater. That's illegal. You have. Hey, a brother can take one potato, throw it in a dirt in his backyard, and it'll multiply. That's illegal. You can't even farm nowadays, man. Why would that be illegal? Because what? The elites got a big fire sale on America, man. China got rid of the dollar, man. It's going to, that double A standard is going to single A standard. Then it's going to be an F standard, bro. With that point, they ain't gonna get nothing, man.
And that stands for fuck.
Fuck up. It is no way America's gonna get out of this IBOT yet, man. This thick debt. Hey, the store is about to close the fire sale. All things is gonna be sold out. You know, so and the sleeper sales, and these other nations gonna collect.
Yeah, the fire sale is used in economics when basically a stock is getting ready to like collapse, or it's not doing good. They'll hurry up and sell it off. They'll try to sell it off real fast. No,
they got their money out of here, man. They got their money. So what they're going to do?
Well, see, other nations do have stock in America, because with that money that they make off of, they sell their goods and they'll go and buy oil, and the money that they make off of they'll have to put it back into America. They have to buy up the bonds of America. No? So these other nations do have stock in America. I think China owns, what, 80% of America's debt? Something like that?
And they just dropped the dollar? And then what, 2 weeks ago? A week and a half ago? America is fucked. You would not have hey, if China walking out, that means when the nations get to walking and they got some type of backing, somebody's having their back.
They're backing each other.
And they're backing. But who is ultimately backing?
Russia.
God. And thou as weak as we. Thou shalt be a guard unto them.
That's right.
Hey, look, man. Hey, Kim Jong-un. That's how we gonna do America. That's how, man. So, hey, go ahead, shoot your nuke. Do it again, man. Oh, go ahead. Kim Jong calling it Russia up. Yeah, you got me. I got you. You know, and America knows that, man. Hey, and if they so-called impeach Donald Trump, that's cool too, cause we like Donald Trump. Hey, then watch what Pierce gonna do. Pierce look just like one of the real Romans, though, man. Like the real Roman, like Caligula or something, bro. He looking just like him, man. That rage is gonna come out of there, man. If that happens, it's gonna, and I'm guarantee he's gonna be that guy that you see in those little videos that you see maybe on YouTube, and it's gonna be the one word government, it's one man. It's gonna be, he's gonna be sitting there with an Illuminati symbol in the back with his suit on and shit like that. That's Pence. Hey, Donald Trump is he was just the funny character, the jester and shit. You know, the clown that they put up here.
God, and all of these nations hate America, man. When you research the Brentwood Agreement and how America influenced these other nations to trade in their...
I got you.
Put that all that down, just man the camera up. When you get into the Brentwood Agreement and how America convinced all of these other nations to trade in their dollar bills trade in their gold, and that they will back it by the dollar, you know, and they promised under an honor system that the American dollar will be worth what is that, 35? Each dollar will be worth 35 ounces of gold. You know, when America went into that war with Vietnam, and these other nations saw that America was which all of that gave America the power to basically print money. And they were printing too much money. When they got into that Vietnam War, these other nations saw that America was printing too much money, more money than what they could back by gold. These nations wanted their gold back. What did Nixon do? He separated the American dollar from the gold, which that represented America just strong arming and taking all of these other nations' gold. So they're still mad at you from that, man, because you ripped them off, which led to them having no choice but to use the American dollar. And then that's when you go into the future, and it was the petrodollar evolved from that, man.
Right. And everything is done in the world market through the petrodollar.
Through the petrodollar.
The petrodollar. But now when you cut the petrodollar, because that's the goal for the rest of these nations, because now they see that they don't have to actually deal with America. They can deal, like the brother said, they can deal with amongst each other. So now we can cut America off with that, because they know if you cut them off, they're going to try to send their troops. What you think they did to Libya? To Muammar Gaddafi.
Now Muammar Gaddafi, as well as Saddam Hussein, right? Man. Because Saddam Hussein, which they don't show you in mainstream media, was that he switched from using the American dollar, and he switched to the euro, which was stronger than the American dollar, you know, to buy oil from there, you know, and to deal with them. So what America did was they said, okay, well, he got weapons of mass destruction, so we got to go inside the country. And when they found out that he didn't have weapons of mass destruction, you know,
they never mentioned it.
You know,
they just kept going.
Yeah. So and then right when they got inside the country, what they did was they switched it back to where they had to use the American dollar to purchase the oil, man.
See, that's what the devil.
So that's what it was about. And the American currency is way weaker than the euro.
Right, way weaker.
You know.
Now it's more poverty. it's more poverty in them lands, because what the American dollar in the world start. What? How much is it? Like 2, 3 cents, 3, 4 cents. It's horrible. It's to the point where it's about to vanish, man.
God. And this is Habakkuk 2:1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he shall say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Right.
And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that they may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right, these prophets is going to speak. The thing that, as the brother go down in the verse, it's going to speak. What's it going to speak about? It's going to speak all the prophecy that's being said in these scriptures that we know about. See, the prophets are the only ones that's out here speaking and knowing about what's the layout of this goddamn devil. Why? Because the searching of the scriptures. And then how? Because everything is going to be shut down because of what? How the